Today's video is going to be a little bit different because it's not going to be so much advice. It's just going to be me sharing something that I'm continuing to grow in, continuing to work through, something that I struggle with at times. It's something that I've even made a video or two about, but it's something that's just relevant in my life right now. And I thought, since I show up here every day and make a video that's at least 10 minutes long and spend this time talking to you, I might as well spend this time kind of going through my thoughts. So, what is the topic? Asking for what you want and being willing to hear no. That's really the topic, because asking for what you want, right? I understand the concept. I've made a video on the concept, but being willing to hear no, that's the hardest part, because everyone always talks about, myself included, when you ask for what you want, a lot of times you end up getting it, but nobody talks about hearing no. Nobody talks about it. Well, not nobody, but most people who talk about, hey, be willing to ask for it. If you don't ask, you won't receive. Ask and you shall receive. Hey, 100%. Amen. But you're going to hear no if you start asking for more stuff. You're going to. And I've noticed that in my life, when I have been afraid to hear no, even if I ended up getting the thing that I wanted, I would be afraid of losing it. I'll give you an example. I am a professional basketball player, if you don't know that yet. Hey, Anthony Watkins, professional basketball player, among other things, published author, and just a guy who makes videos every single day. You're on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, wherever you find me, wherever you know me from, does not really matter. But one of those things is playing basketball. And I always, well, I'm not going to say always, but in the last maybe 10 to 15 years playing basketball, I have had situations where I would perform really well and I would get some attention. And I would put so much value on that attention that I would be afraid to lose it. I would see that people finally see that I'm good at basketball, and I would hang on to it because I didn't want them to be like, oh man, he's not good. I thought he was good, but he's not. So what do you think happens, right? I'm out there, I'm playing freely, and all of a sudden I hear people say, "Oh man, that dude right there, number 17, whatever my number was at the time." I had a lot of different numbers at camps and different practices and on different teams. Number 17, I don't think I ever wore number 17, but let's just say number 17, man, he's good. He's really good. He's really good, man. He does this, he does that. And I would let that into my head. And instead of continuing to play freely, I would just make sure that I made the least amount of mistakes possible. Kind of like quitting while you're ahead. Yeah, I don't gamble, but I think if I did gamble, I probably would give myself a number and I would walk out of the casino at that number. Let's say I wanted maximum, I would want to make is $200. I'd say, hey, I get to $200, I'd probably walk out at that point. Not because I don't believe I can make more, but because I'm like, hey, I don't want to lose it. And maybe in gambling, that could be a good mindset to have. But in life, where risk is necessary, it's very tough to make progress like that. In my case, playing basketball, it never served me to quit while I was ahead. It never served me to avoid hearing no. And it's just another thing that's in my life right now. Right now, I'm in the process of deciding where I'm going to play professionally for my 8th season. And the topic of what I want, what we want in this next contract, it's the main topic. It's the main thing kind of on my mind. Because interest is going to come in, offers are coming in, all these different stuff that I got to navigate, that we have to navigate. And it's one thing to get clear on what you want and ask for it. But you also have to understand, hey, hearing no, there's a chance that you hear no. So what do you do? What do you do when you hear no? right? And I'm talking to myself here. I'm giving myself advice. I said it's not going to be a typical video. I'm working through it right here in real time. So you might have a better answer than I do. And that's 100% okay. Let me know if you do. This is the answer that's kind of in my mind right now. When you hear no, you have to accept that that's only one side of the story. That's only one small reflection of what's going on. So, what's an example, right? The classic example. You got two parents, mom and dad. You want a chocolate chip cookie off the top of the fridge. Got a little cookie jar, and you want a chocolate chip cookie. You just had dinner. You ate all your peas, your broccoli, cleaned your plate, right? And you go to your dad. Your dad is in the middle of a business meeting or whatever. He's doing something. He's busy with something on his laptop. You say, "Hey, Dad, can you go and get a cookie for me off the top of the refrigerator?" "Oh, I'm doing. No, why would you ask me that? Oh, you see, I'm in the middle of doing something. Now, does that mean that you don't deserve to have a cookie? Does that mean that you didn't eat your vegetables and clean your plate? Does that mean that your desire for a cookie is not reasonable? No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. So now guess what? Your mom just got done talking to one of her old friends. And she's just in a great mood. And she feels like, man, I'm just so proud of little Anthony. Let's say it's me in this case asking for a cookie. This is not based on a true story, but I think it's just a cool example. It's loosely based on my family. Loosely, maybe. She just got off the phone. She's in a good mood. And she's like, man, Anthony's just been really doing a good job in school. And I just want to do something nice for him. Because I'm bragging on him. And I feel like I could just, the next chance I get to do something nice for my little Anthony, I'm going to do it. And you go and ask. And you say, hey, Mom, can you give me a chocolate chip cookie off the top of the refrigerator? Of course, my angel. Now, those roles could be reversed. Those roles very well could be reversed. Let's say your mom just got home from a 12-hour shift. And you say, hey, Mom, can I get a chocolate chip cookie? Probably not going to get you the chocolate chip cookie. Stressful shift. She just wants to take a bath and relax. And you over here, man, no cookie. Right? And maybe your dad just got home from golfing. And he had his best day out on the golf course. My dad doesn't golf. I'm just making stuff up here. He's like, yeah, you take 2 cookies. Sure. Why not? So people make decisions based on emotions. People aren't as logical as we all can make our decisions seem logical. We all can justify the decisions we make when we say yes or no. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to a snap judgment. It's going to come down to a gut reaction. It's going to come down to feelings. None of us want to admit it, but that is how we make decisions. Now, does logic somehow influence those decisions? Sure, most of the time. But feelings influence our decisions way more than anyone wants to admit. We're emotional beings. All of us. And feelings drive the world. Why do you think advertising works so well? Why do you think social media works so well? Because any logical person would say, hey, probably not the best idea for me to eat 1,500 calories more than I want or more than I need in a day. But guess what? When you see that commercial for your favorite fast food restaurant, the logic goes out of the window. You just feel like eating some chicken wings. You just feel like eating a burger. You just feel like drinking a milkshake. You don't care how many calories you consume. You know you probably shouldn't be drinking that milkshake, but you go get it anyway. How does shopping work? People are in debt. Thousands, millions of dollars of debt. Because they're buying stuff that they can't afford. Not because they don't know that they're in debt, but because their feelings justify their decisions. Their feelings drive their decision making. They're saying yes to stuff that they know they shouldn't, but they feel like they have to. It's just that simple. So, when somebody is saying no, understand that they're not seeing all the facts that you see. They're not understanding all of the logic that you understand that made you feel like you should ask for the whatever it is. The contract, the spot on the team, the business deal, whatever it is, the endorsement, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Another example is social media. All of us know that we probably shouldn't spend so much time on social media. But every single one of us has gone onto social media, wanted to just check a message or do something or send something, and didn't check that thing and ended up just doing this for 20, 30 minutes, maybe even an hour or two, and gone down the rabbit hole. Each one of us has done this. Doesn't matter if you're in my generation, the generation before me, if that's even a thing. I don't know. I don't know how generations work exactly. Generations after me, all of us have gotten stuck on social media. Not because we logically felt like, oh yeah, today I'm going to spend 2 hours on Instagram just swiping on reels randomly. No. Feelings. Ooh. I didn't like that one. I want to see another one. Ooh, man. I wonder what the next video is going to be. Boom. Feelings, emotions. That's what the world runs on. So you're sitting here afraid of hearing no, but really you're just afraid of somebody else's emotions, which can change at the drop of a hat anyway. So you might as well go ahead and ask and see. And sometimes that no even turns into a yes, just based on when you ask. But you're never going to hear yes if you don't ask. And you'll always hear no if you don't. Because guess what? No answer is a no. 9 times out of 10, people aren't just going to give you what you want because you're on good behavior and you're a nice boy or a nice girl. It's not how the world works. Sometimes, but most of the time, you have to ask for it. And there is nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean you're less of a good person, doesn't mean any of that. It just means you're somebody who's on their way to getting what they want. And if you're doing that, if you're going after that, you're doing better than most of the people in the world because most people are just surviving. So even if you're going after what you want and you're not getting it yet, just understand, yet, not yet. Keep asking, keep moving toward it, and you'll love where you are a year from now. I can say that from experience, and I know I'm still talking to myself, but I'm still talking to you at the same time. From experience, I started making videos on social media less than a year ago, and it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. I've been able to reach thousands and millions of people. No other way I would have been able to do that in this amount of time. So, whatever it is that you want to ask for, that you want to move toward, be courageous enough to ask and be willing to say no. And when you hear no, understand it's not anything against you. It's just you caught them at a wrong time in the wrong emotional state. They're not seeing all of the logic that you see. It's okay. Go ask the next person because there's more than one place to get what you want. Remember that, believe that, and also always remember, don't forget that the best is yet to come, and I'll see you tomorrow. Or on the next video, which you should be able to find right here. And the option to subscribe, see all of my daily videos. That's right here. I'll see you wherever you choose to see me next. And yes, I did just ask you to subscribe. Did I? I don't know. I kind of told you. Hey, please subscribe. All you can say is no, right? Oh, I'll see you wherever you choose to see me next.